Hey, what up guys? Welcome back to the fish room. Today's video is going to be slightly different. I did videos on my 75-gallon cichlid tank and my 40-gallon, well, I guess, knife fish tank. So now I think it's time to cover the huge hexagon tank that I have. There's a story behind this tank, and there is a whole bunch of fish in here that I've had for 10 plus years. Some of these fish are from my old fish room, and some of them are just super old that I've had at this house forever. So this tank is a huge hexagon tank. I'm 6 foot and it goes up to my shoulders, and it is basically the span of my arm front to back. So this thing is just absolutely massive. Now, every time I show this on video, you guys seem to love this tank. Pretty much it's just a hexagon tank with a nice stand here. And that's where I keep all the fish food in the fish room. I got this fish tank on Facebook Marketplace for about 50 bucks. The guy dropped it off to me with the stand and everything. And ever since then, it's been one of my favorite tanks in the fish room. Now this view here on the side really gives you a good idea of how big it is. The fish can swim super far front to back, and there's pretty much fish all over this tank. Now this tank has been the drop off for all my community fish over the years. So there's all kinds of tetras and rasbora and white clouds, all kinds of fish in here. You'll notice some of them don't look too hot, and that's because this tank is just a pretty much where all the fish go to live out their days. So some fish in here aren't looking too hot, but that's because they've been like that for 10 years. Some of the fish in here are really old, and I don't really care to do anything with this tank. I just want somewhere for all the fish to grow old and grow out. So that's what this tank is. I feel like the reason I got into the hobby was for community style tanks, and they will always be my favorite. So this tank here is just absolutely massive. It is so hard to even get on camera. I have to scoot so far back. Now honestly, it's about half the size of a 75-gallon. If you cut a 75-gallon right in half, that's pretty much what this tank is. But it's hexagon, so take that into consideration. I really like this tank, and it's really simple. I just have a black background on it with a sponge filter and one single plant in there. All the fish seem to really like it, and there's not much to say about this tank. It's just a place for all the fish to grow old, and it also has a filter on the back. You guys have seen in other videos, I just put filter floss in there, and it's super easy to clean. Now I think we should go through and look at some of the fish in here, because here at the top you'll find a bunch of these rasbora. You can see there's a couple of kinds of rasbora. They are absolutely one of my favorite fish, the rasbora. And then these lighter green ones here are rasbora as well. Now if you go a little bit further down, you'll find all the white clouds, which I used to breed white clouds, these pink yellow ones. So you'll find a whole bunch of these white clouds that are just these are my old breeders, so they get to live out in this tank. Besides that, you'll find a whole bunch of tetras in here. There's a bunch of neon tetras and other tetras. I believe these ones are the X-ray tetra. I'm not too sure on that one though. They might just be neon tetras of some sort. Besides that, there is a whole bunch of corridoras in here. These guys absolutely love this tank, and they usually just school around, and it's super cool. A lot of these corridors, like this guy right here, this emerald, is probably 10 years old that I've had in here for just ever since I started this fish room, pretty much. A lot of the corys in here are the same age as him, so it shows you that corys are really one of the strongest fish. They will just live forever. There's also some other guys in this tank. I have a couple snails and other bottom dwellers. So yeah, this tank is super cool. It's just a place for all my older fish to go, and I figured I would give you guys a good look at it because lately I feel like I've been skipping over the tanks pretty fast. So I figured I would slow down and give you guys a good look at all the tanks. Up here, I just have a super cheap Amazon light. I got this on Amazon for probably $10 or $15. So yeah, this tank is absolutely massive. It is my whole arm span front to back and side to side. So like I was saying, it's pretty much a 75-gallon cut in half. So if you guys have ever seen a 75-gallon, pretty much if you cut it right in half and then made it hexagon, that would be what this tank is. But yeah, the whole story about this tank is just, I got it on Marketplace and it happened to hold water. And ever since then, it's been over with. I've had my community fish in here. And that's pretty much the video. So if you guys enjoy me going over my fish tanks and telling stories, let me know, because I love doing videos like this all the time. But yeah, this is my giant community fish tank. Let me know if you guys like this video. Please subscribe, and I'll see you later. Peace.